knows it's in a contest, and Bernie Sanders seems to have a new sort of impetus, a new sort of pep in his step, because the polls show him so close and potentially leading in Iowa, New Hampshire.
And Hillary Clinton, you feel the sense of urgency. She's feeling the sense of urgency. You cue the backseat driving story in the New York Times today.
Yes,
That hand wringing. Oh, Bill Clinton supposedly is saying X and all this stuff. And for about 10 days, they've been trying out a whole bunch of attack lines on Bernie, and I think they're trying to see what's going to stick tonight.
Yeah, remember 8 years ago now, this is a weird year, so we shouldn't draw direct comparisons to any previous year. But one thing that does seem to be similar is that it took a while for the Clintons to figure out how to go after Barack Obama. Yeah. And they did it in several wrong ways, including here in South Carolina, that really backfired. You saw a bit of that on a smaller scale, much less damaging, I think, this week, the way they went after Bernie Sanders on health care, an attack by Chelsea Clinton he was roundly criticized and did backfire on
What we have seen in the last 30 years is a massive transfer of wealth from working people and middle-income people to the top. It's about time that we switch that around, that middle-income and working people start to be the beneficiaries of what goes on in our society.
What do you think it's going to take for Bernie Sanders to go from sitting where he is now, 40 to 45% in Iowa, to whatever that last 5 to 10 points he needs? And who are those voters? Are they people who like him but don't think he can win? Are they people that like him but are wondering, can he pass the commander-in-chief test? Who are these last?
Well, I think
who do you think it is?
I think there's three groups of people, right? There are sort of consistent Democratic voters who obviously know Secretary Clinton much better, but she's just a better-known commodity. There's independents who we're bringing in, and new voters who we're bringing in, new Democratic voters. So we're expanding the base. It's not just convincing people who are current